Hello, welcome back. It's day 17. The news I have is, first of all, the Upwork contract is actually in place now. So by the end of tomorrow, I will have to make my first recording, which is for money. And I'm super excited about that. I'll ask if I can use the project after it's finished so that I can use it as a presentation so that I can show you what I've actually done. But if it doesn't work, I'll at least let you know the tone of what's been going on. I wanted to do it today, but since I got a bit of stuck up with taking care of family and friends, I actually am going to just proofread the script today, and tomorrow morning I'm going to try and record everything. It's about a 17-minute video with 8 pages of text, so it's going to take quite some time, and I don't want to start now because it's 9 p.m. I'm trying to set up everything now in terms of noise gates and other stuff on the technical side, so the recording sounds as good as I can make it right now. I've also wanted to share one more thing that I've realized over the day. As I've been thinking about the fact that I'm starting with nothing, basically 10 people watching, maybe less, so thank you for you VIPs out there. I realized that I'm actually really grateful for being able to have this slow start. The best way to explain this concept is to contrast it with, let's say tomorrow I woke up and I have 20,000 people following me, and people are messaging me to get on their podcast and make a video about this or that. I would never be able to make the quality of videos that the people would expect. I wouldn't have the time to learn all that stuff. People would already be watching and expect some quality, some level of quality from it. So let's say I start with 0 right now. That means for every video I put out, it can be imperfect. There can be a lot of errors that I make, and that's perfectly fine, because as I make the videos, I keep improving and more people gather around, hopefully. If I were to jump to, let's say, 20, 50, 100,000 subscribers, holy shit, I mean, where would you learn? People are already expecting you to make this quality material, but you skip the whole phase where you're supposed to learn all this stuff. Let's say YouTube is fine. I just have a huge following, and I'm not trying to make money off of that. I don't want to make money off social media. I want to make money off of making voiceovers for people for money. Let's say they see my following and they say, oh, can you do this big thing for me, like this big commercial that's going to go on national TV? I don't feel like I have the skill to record that shit to sound good enough. And let's say I record it, it's not good enough because I don't know what it takes. And then they say, holy shit, this doesn't sound really good at all. We don't want this. How did you get so many followers? What's up with that? And immediately, my fame turns on me. So in that sense, I'm actually really grateful to have this time of not being known, to learn everything as I go. Once I do get to that point where someone contacts me with a serious job offer, I already know how to do that stuff, because I've learned it on my videos, on the stuff that I produce, and it helped me have some sort of technical skill. I feel like a lot of people are forgetting that just being there is not enough. Being there is the result of learning all the things that you learned while you were getting there. My take on this right now is that I would rather have 10 subscribers now and build them up slowly as I learn the proper skills, so that the quality of my content matches the quantity of people that watch me. Whereas if I just jumped to 200,000 and I didn't know anything about quality recording, my recordings are not good. Nothing really is there. I don't know how to manage a contract. I don't know how to set up the background of something. So let's say I get a huge contract. Do I know if it's good? Do I know if I should ask for more? I don't know. I've never seen a contract. But if I first start with a really small one, it's much better for me, because at worst case, I lose $200, let's say. But if I fuck up a $10,000 contract, I'm never going to forgive myself, and I'm just going to say, screw this, I'm a failure. But since it's low stakes at the beginning, it's much easier to learn. So when I get to those big contracts, I already know what I'm doing, what to expect, and how to react. And that is something that I think a lot more people should realize and start valuing and appreciating, because that's the best way for you to get there. Otherwise, you're just going to feel like a fraud, or worse, your customers are going to feel like a fraud. So I really recommend looking at it from this perspective. You start off small, your rewards are low, but so are the stakes and your risks. So if you learn at low stakes, the thing that you can lose is small, and so you're not as hurt when you lose it. But I don't think that anyone that, let's say you make like ridiculously good content, out of nowhere, you're the next Gandhi, 200,000 people start watching you, and you get a big contract, and you don't know the details of it. You mess something up among the 10,000 things that are in a big contract, naturally, and so suddenly you lose out on $200,000. And that was the first thing you did, and instantly you lost out. That's the lost potential, was $200,000. How many people would be able to recover from that and go back again and try again? Even more so, knowing that the next contracts are going to be smaller because you showed on your first contract that you can't do them. So knowing that you could have had 200,000, that you lost it, and that you now have to go from the bottom anyway, I feel soul crushing, honestly. And I'd much rather go the routine way of starting with a $200 contract, messing it up, losing out on 200, getting another 200 again, learning on that, maybe messing it up again, getting 100, getting it right, getting a 200, getting it right, and so on and so on. The initial stakes are so high that for most people who don't have the nerve to bite down on their failure and be able to learn from it in such high stakes, it's going to crush them. This helped me personally appreciate the fact that I'm actually small, more than looking forward to being big. Like, just putting those two things in contrast. I'm small, but I need to learn. If I mess something up, like my day number 5, imagine I put out a video for 200,000 views and people can't hear anything because I didn't have time to learn that I need to check that detail. It's not a detail, but still. I wouldn't be able to handle that. I would feel defeated. And I feel like I'm not alone in this situation. So just realizing that I'm really small and showing it to 10 people and messing up is a much better learning experience than showing it to 200,000 people, fucking up, hearing like thousands of negative feedback, and then just giving up. That sort of could be the lesson of today. Try seeing the other side and imagine, like, what are the benefits of this? I never saw it before today. It just randomly occurred in my head. And I feel like it needs to be said much more often. If you're starting off small, you have the chance to fail small. Because you're gonna fail if you don't know how to do it. Like, unless by some miracle of luck, everything goes your way, you're going to fail at something. Failing in front of 10 people, that's great. You can learn. Failing in front of 200,000 people, my friend, good luck if you're able to recover from that without any prior knowledge or experience. So, thanks for hearing me out. I'm going to finish up proofreading that script now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, by tomorrow, I'll be able to let you know that it's landed well and everything's good. But we'll have to see. Have a good evening.